All right. We back in the building. We back in the building. Salute to everybody that's here. You already know I'm Blue Devil, and today we back with another video reaction. Now look, we got Moose Man explains how he ran out Poetic Flakko from no jumper. Now this isn't the type of stuff that we really cover like that, but today is the last day of the month, and I wanted to bring you guys one last piece of content before we close out the month of June and head into July. Uh, and I promise starting July, we're going to drop more fire subjects and be more well-rounded. All right. So this video, I'm doing it because I rock with Poetic Flakko and I like Moose Man. I think Moose Man got a bright future, and Poetic Flakko is already a monster as it is. And truthfully, now that I recall, when Moose Man was up here, he threw shots at Poetic Flakko. And I remember I clearly told him, come on, dog, that's my homie. But look, before we press play on this video, I do want to say and address the elephant in the room, because I know a lot of people want me to talk about this situation that's going on right now. The doe hunter situation, serial two-time situation, and also the drunken buffoons that disrespected me and Hater World, you know. And the only thing I'm going to say is that this Thursday on the Why You Hate Podcast episode 3, we're going to talk about all that, you know, and we're going to move forward, bro. Because to be clear with you guys, people are always going to shoot at the top. You don't shoot to the bottom. You shoot at the top. You know what I mean? Not only do you shoot at the top, but you sort of get at people you're intimidated by. You know, and truthfully, on Thursday, I will say the podcast is sponsored by Sobriety. The podcast is sponsored by dudes that are having a great conversation without having to be intoxicated or under the influence of any type of substance that allows us to get out of character. So make sure you guys tap in this Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Blue Devil, Opina, Doe Hunter, Serial Two Times will be in the building, amongst others. You know, so tap in. We're going to go all the way out. And with that being said, let's go ahead and press play on the video. Last reaction of June. All right. Then we're going to get into July. And I'm going to give you guys a live stream in July for 4th of July. So make sure you guys tap in. We're going to be live streaming it. I'm going to be at the Homeboys pad. We're going to be... So with that being said, tonight podcast, 7:30 p.m. Brick Baby La Cara is going to be in the building. Panorama City stand up. Shit, wrong button, my bad. Panorama City stand up, 7:30 p.m. tonight. Let's go.
As someone who actively came in here and said, one of my goals is to chase Poetic Flakko out of the building, how do you think No Jumper has been impacted with the lack of Poetic Flakko's presence? Do you think that that was an overall good, or do you think that you kind of miscalculated that by maybe trying to push him out of the fold a little too quickly there?
I think he was already like had his foot out the door type of thing. So I just kind of helped him. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of, you know, like I've worked with old people before, and if they fall on the ground, you have to like grab them by the back of their pants and like help them up. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like grabbed Flakko by the back of his pants and just scooted him out the door. You know what I'm saying? So like he was never going to come back here. He took LA trips when, you know, he was still cool, and he said he was stopping by, never stopped by. So I don't think, you know what I'm saying, has the topics crazily improved, you know, nothing crazy, but I'm not the one sitting there trying to write topics every morning either, you feel me? So, but really I was just trying to find to get Flakko out the building, and it worked.
So let me explain this real quick for those that are watching and don't know what's going on. So Moose Man, the new employee at No Jumper, honorary norteño, feels like he got rid of Poetic Flakko. He feels like he took it upon himself to get rid of him because he was dead weight. Now let me explain this from the outside looking in. And I fuck with Moose. But no, you didn't, dog. You didn't do anything to get rid of Flakko. As a matter of fact, Flakko was already outgrowing the platform. Flakko was already making more money than everyone put together at the platform. And, you know, except for the big dogs. You're talking about Adam and Josh. So he has no need for the platform. He did what he was supposed to do, go up there, get employed, build his name, and build his platform based off, no jumper and, the universe, no jumper, right? Now that he was done, he departures. That's the problem that a lot of people have, bro. And I've been saying this forever. A lot of people don't know when to stop. They continuously keep going, damaging, and fucking up everything they've built because they don't know when to say enough is enough. And I think he understood the objective and said, you know what? It's time to go. I don't need to be here. Now, it could be perfect timing that you walked in at the time he was leaving and you use that to sort of catapult what you got going on, which is great too. I mean, it's all a clout chase. It's all content. So for you to use that, that was dope. But truthfully, I think everyone knows that you didn't do anything to get rid of Flacco. You know, Flacco didn't wake up one day and say, oh man, Moose is up there. I better stop going because he going to get me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I think we all know that. But let's continue to see what Mr. Double M is talking about. You know, Mr. Double M, Moose Man. Let's go. Let's go.
That's really, I'm happy. Everything could burn down, but as long as I got up out of here,
You don't.
it is.
So
what
he
it
don't give
is.
a fuck.
Yeah, I
It
really don't give a
degrades
fuck.
the overall podcast.
It's personal at that point.
No, I'm just kidding. What did Flacco bring to the podcast other than stuttering and some topics that we're going to react to his YouTube video for?
I'm big on if you're making money off like my likeness in any way, like it has to be mutually beneficial. So
Shut up, bro. Listen, Poetik, he has what Poetik Flacco took up there. A lot of you fools don't like Poetik Flacco because you fools say that he's a police, right? Or he be acting like he's a police. And I see it. I understand it. But I've said this a lot of times, bro, and I'm going to continuously say this, right? You have to know what type of person you're dealing with. And I think if you understand that, you'll be able to separate people from what they believe in. Like, I fuck with Poetik Flacco because I like his entertaining skills and I like what he brings to the game when it comes to, content. So I'm not gonna take him on a fucking killing spree with me. I'm not gonna take him with me to go rob the store. I'm gonna take him with me to shoot some content. And that's it, dog. Like, I got friends for the streets and then I got friends for the content. And that's the way it should be. So when people try to mix those up, it don't go, bro. You feel me? And I think he brought a lot to the platform No Jumper, bro. Straight up.
the fact that he does have an objective core that he was bringing to any content that he was curating over here.
That's what I'm saying.
I would
and
think
now
that.
that's gone.
I would think that you would think that based on his YouTube videos, but if you go to the T-Rail and Flacco podcast, and specifically the clips, a podcast has over 70,000 subscribers. It gets about 200 views per clip. So you would think that Flacco would command an audience, but he commands an audience in one lane of YouTube slot videos. He does not command an audience in podcasts.
Okay, well then what?
All right, let me explain how that works, fool, because a lot of people don't understand this. And Mooseman, I'm about to put you up on game real quick, all right? I'm about to give you some knowledge that you can get up and No Jumper. Now, look, the way it works. So, listen, everybody that's out there, get down your pad and your notebook so you can write this shit down. YouTube knows what type of page you have. What I mean by that is if you start growing based off your uploads, it puts you in the uploads section. If you start growing as a live page, it puts you in the live section. If you grow your page as a short page, it puts you in the short section. So let's say you're known for your live streams. You do live. So your lives go up 10,000, 15,000, 20. They go up, bro. You get 400 viewers, 500 views. They go up, right? Then you clip that up. You clip that live up and you upload the live. You think you're going to do numbers because everybody comes to your lives. No, that's not how it works. You could have the live at 10,000 views and then you put up a clip from that live and only does 98 views because YouTube does not promote those uploads. It promotes your live streams. Now, vice versa. If you're known for an upload page, pre-recorded content and you get 20,000, 30,000 views on the video, and then you go live and you get 5 viewers, that's because YouTube has you in the upload section. I'm going to give you a great example, and not to throw dirt on my homie's name or none, but go watch Crazy Hood Media. You know, his shorts get hundreds of thousands of views. That fool making mad paper over there. His numbers are high on the shorts. But go look at his uploads. A couple thousand. But why? If his fucking shorts get 100, 200, a million. But why? That's because he's in the short section. Go look at Community. Salute to Community, bro. Their live streams get over 1,000 people in them. They do 30, 40, 50,000 on their lives. And then you go look at their uploads, 1,500, 2,000. Why? Because they're known for a live stream page. So the advice here would be keep your pages separated. All right? If you go live, have a page for live only. If you have uploads, have a page for uploads only. Once you start crossing like this, YouTube doesn't know what to do with your channel. And that's where we fucked up. All right? Our page used to be all uploads. If you go look at my uploads, they were all 150,000, 200,000, 300,000. Those were all my uploads. But then when I started going live, shit crashed, bro. Go. Do the research. So, Big Moose Man, you wrong, big dog.
About this though, as a counter argument, we saw Spody, Mudgy, and all those guys leave, and the numbers are kind of indicative of their fan bases are maybe not tuning in as regularly, right? I would make the argument that when Flakko was actively participating in No Jumper, when he was here, it was good. Flakko was good on the news. He was good on the news.
And he came with a lot of knowledge. He knew a
Yeah.
lot about each and every topic that maybe not every host on the panel is going to know about. And he's
Some real nuance that
Yeah.
you would never even think to know.
And he would just randomly go viral for doing some two at the same time. So it's just crazy. Like,
So you're kind of
Three
missing
part.
that filler space, X factor. Like Flacco's good.
Moose Man is mad, bro. He want his co-partners, his co-host, to shit on Flakko, bro. But I think a lot of people fuck with Flakko. Moose, you got to let that go, big dog. You got to let that go for a move on. Beef isn't good, bro. Like, beef will have you being unproductive, bro. You know what I mean? It'll have you fucking all up in that bullshit trying to beef instead of being productive. Plus, I don't even feel you're nowhere near Poetik Flacco's level, my boy. Seriously, bro. You got to get up there. You're not up there, bro. Like, respectfully, you're not a match for Poetik Flacco.
At this, he may have a
I
speech.
think Flakko is dog as a podcaster, and he's
Oh
good
my
as a
God.
YouTuber, and I'm going to stand by that. And I
He's
think
trying
the
to get his
proof is in the pudding because, yeah, when you're propped up by No Jumper, it's easy to be a good content creator. We see that time and time again, even myself. You know what I'm saying? If I leave No Jumper right now, I'm not going to be doing the same numbers. Flakko,
No. You're lying again. You are on your own platform, Moose Man, and you are on No Jumper. Over 5 million subscribers. You got all these people up there with you. You got the Adam22 cosign, right? You got the Whack 100 cosign, right? And if you go to your videos, they don't do big numbers, bro. Why? Why they don't do huge numbers? Why you're not on your platform with 1,000 viewers? Why you're not on your platform with your video doing 10K, 5K, 3K? Why not? Because, bro, it's you, not the platform. So you're wrong again. You're wrong again, and that's why Poetik Flacco left. He left because he was already doing superb. He didn't need the platform. If you leave, it's going to hurt you big time. It's already hurting you now. You got a lot of work to do, Moose Man. You know, at first I was like, damn, Moose Man is the next big thing. But now that I see it, it's like, damn, Moose Man really got a lot of work to do, bro. And who the fuck is calling me? And I don't mean that in a bad way, fool. Stop calling me, bro. And now that I see, I'm like, man, this shirt's fucking big, bro. It's a large. Now that I look at it, it's like, Moose Man got a lot of work to do, bro. You got a lot of work, fool. You need to humble yourself, my boy. You need to humble yourself. Fuck all this beef and just get to work, big dog. Just network, get to work, fool. Like, start flooding shit. Start being on your shit. You know, but let's go.
Obviously is good when he's propped up by a big institution like No Jumper. When he's podcasting on his own, people don't want to hear that. That's all I'm saying. If he was so good at podcasting, because when I seen Spody leave, he was doing 100K before his videos got deleted, 75K.
Who's a better podcaster, Spody or Flakko?
That was because of the drama, though, fool. Like, that was because of the beef. Beef, drama, sells.
I'm taking Spody because he could speak a sentence without stuttering.
Nathan, who's a better podcaster?
I mean, Flakko is. I mean, there's obviously Spody Face is a gang member. There's topics he's not even able to touch on and can't speak on. So that alone, Flakko, there's not a single topic that he's scared to touch on. But I mean, there's maybe certain people.
Listen, Flakko can talk about New York, Jay-Z, Dame Dash. He could talk about fucking Beyonce, and he's gonna do numbers. Nobody wants to hear Spody talk about fucking Fat Joe. You're gonna say, like, what the fuck? We want to hear about your beef. We want to hear about fucking drama with No Jumper. We don't want to hear about you talking about fucking Trick Daddy. You know, and Poetik Flakko can do all that. And listen, dog, I'm not glazing, but these are the facts. All right? It's like me. They don't want to hear me talk about Fat Joe either. They want to hear me talk about fucking Swifty Blue, bro. Fucking lame, bro. And I'm not Swifty. It's just the whatever, bro. Listen, hit the like, hit the subscribe. You guys think this beef is irrelevant, or you guys think we need this beef? This beef is stupid, bro. Move on, Moose, man. You better than that. And with that being said, I'm Blue Devil. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Podcast tonight at 7:30. And I got a video dropping on Blue Devil Reactions about this police that shot this fool. So make sure you guys pull up, click on these videos. And with that being said, I'm Blue Devil, and I'll catch you on the next one. We out this bitch. Let's go. We out this bitch. Let's go.